Anyways, let's go back to Senator did what? Senator did what now? Check this out. This is actually very, very interesting. It's interesting because it's so blatant, and I don't know what's going to happen to this guy, but I hope he gets looked into. Senator Sheldon Whitehouse backed legislation, I can't say that word properly, that funneled millions of dollars to his wife's environmental nonprofit, Ocean Conservation. Okay? And she was paid $2.7 million while the group raked in $14.2 million in federal grants funded by bills White House voted for. Now an ethics watchdog is calling for an investigation into the blatant corruption. That is the gentleman right there. Looks as happy as can be. And let's move on over here. What is this watchdog called? The Foundation for Accountability and Civic Trust. So that's the watchdog that is calling for this. Now, if I just read it here, who are they actually asking to do this investigation? I think it would be the FBI. Senator Whitehouse, Sandra Whitehouse has worked for advocacy. So they're not really saying who they want to actually look into this, but I guess they're just kind of calling for it to happen. Oh, man, you're going to see a lot of this. You're going to see a lot of this, and every step of the way, they're going to say it's fascism, and, oh, this is so fascist, and, oh, no, this is not his fault. No, no, no. And it's funny, if you go back to this really quick, this is the same case as, what was that dude's name with the chin? What was that politician's name with the chin? John Kerry, was it? John Kerry, where he's like, that was my wife's plane, actually. Actually, that was my wife's plane. I actually want to find that clip right now. Hold on. That was my wife's plane. I'm not even typing his name. They know. Oh, man. Oh, that's sad. It's bringing up that guy instead. Oh, I do have to type in John Kerry's name. R.I.P. to that gentleman's wife. That's a little faux pas there. My apologies. It's still, yeah, there you go.
Which began, I just don't agree with your facts, which began with the presentation of one of the most outrageously persistent lies that I hear, which is this private jet. We don't own a private jet. I don't own a private jet. I personally have never owned a private jet. And obviously, it's pretty stupid to talk about coming in a private jet from the State Department up here. It just, honestly, if that's where you want to go there. I just don't agree with your facts, which began.
So he was mad about the, oh, here it is.
Persistent lies that I hear, which is this private jet. We don't own a private jet. I don't own a private jet. I personally have never owned a private jet. And obviously, it's pretty stupid to talk about coming in a private jet from the State Department up here.
John Kerry, who's been flying on private jets forever while being the climate czar, whatever, telling everybody else they need to cut back their carbon, now claims that he didn't have any ownership of a private jet, which is very interesting. He gets called out on it in a second. It's glorious to watch.
Just testified under oath that you never owned a private jet. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to enter into the record article here from February 15th of 2023. The John Kerry family private jet was sold shortly after accusations of climate hypocrisy.
So there it is. He's faced with evidence that he's owned a private jet.
Mr. Secretary, do you stand by that testimony that you've never owned or
I personally,
your family?
I
your family?
Personally, yes, my wife owned a plane.
So suddenly the story changes.
Yeah, it's my wife. Listen, if you guys want to talk to her, you can talk to her. I didn't have anything to do with this. I mean, just putting it out there. I mean, this wasn't my jet. And you're going to see a lot of politicians have that explanation. You know that's what Nancy Pelosi's going to say. Nancy Pelosi's going to be like, Paul's the one. Paul's actually the one always with the stocks and the charts and stuff. I don't know anything about that, actually. I don't know anything. I think you guys should talk to Paul. I think Paul's the one. And, you know, yeah, you should ask him about it. I don't think it's me. I don't know. I've never seen stocks. I don't really know what stocks are. That's what you're going to see with that one.